What's up, everybody? It's Eddie Dowd, Maryland real estate agent, back again with Brian Sachs, Maryland mortgage lender, as well as multiple other states. But today we're here to talk about the topic that everybody wants to ask. What is the market doing? Where is the market at? What are interest rates doing? Where are interest rates at? When are they going up? When are they going down? What's going on? Is the world going to burn? What's going to happen? And there's nobody better to talk about this than Brian. Brian, are you
Thank you,
here?
Eddie.
And can you tell some of these people that keep on asking me so I can just send
Well,
this to them?
it's a good question. And the reality is you can't time the stock market and you can't time the real estate market. You know,
Exactly.
we've had really what I'd like to call unrealistic and artificially low interest rates for a very, very long period of time. And it is so long a period of time that people started feeling that it's normal, but it wasn't. And rates have started to go back up. We're in the sevens. You know, we've talked on previous episodes, Eddie, about this kind of corny expression of marry the house and date the mortgage. And there really is the right advice. You know, rates could continue to go up. And it's really a little weird because historically, when rates go up, home prices go down because there's less buyers. What we have right now is a situation where home prices are going up, interest rates are going up, and they're both going up at the same time. Now, rates will come down, folks. Just relax because they will come down. They're still excellent, right? And in Baltimore and other parts of Maryland, it's still cheaper to own your home than it is to rent. That's always still going to be the case. But you know, when you get a mortgage, it's never a life sentence, Eddie. You can always refinance. CMG is one of the few companies in the country, maybe the only one, that offers a free, no lender charges refinance up to 5 years after you settle. But here's what I think is going to happen. Okay. The reason home prices are going up is because there's a large shortage of homes. There's not enough inventory, yet we still have buyers trying to buy, right? Because it's cheaper than renting. And what I think is going to happen is when rates go down, you're going to see buyers flood the market. And you know what happens when buyers flood the market? The home prices go even higher. So my advice is buy the house if you're comfortable, get in, get settled, hunker down, and probably within the next 6 to 12 months, you'll be able to be in a home that's going up in value and refinance to a lower monthly payment. Look, here's the thing. If you're paying $2,000 in rent, I mean, you don't realize it, folks, but you are making a mortgage payment. You're just not making your mortgage payment. You're making the landlord's mortgage payment, which is very kind, but you're not building any equity for yourself. And in some cases, there's even possibly a tax advantage to owning a home. You have to check with your accountant. Eddie and I are not accountants, and we don't play accountants on TV or anything like that, right? So,
I might
um,
dress like one, but I'm not one.
there you go. Everybody gets very nervous about the Federal Reserve meeting. Well, as we're recording this today, Eddie, the Federal Reserve is meeting and they're going to come out with what we think they're going to say is they're not raising interest rates this time. But inflation is still an issue for folks and for our economy. So there is a very good chance they will potentially raise rates again. I think we all feel it. Eddie, do you feel kind of like things are a little shaky? Like we might be going into a recession?
Um, yeah, everything feels weird, so
It's a little
I would
shaky.
say so.
And so you have to embrace that shakiness because if we do go into a recession, which is normal, okay, it's very normal. Every decade you go into a recession. We haven't had one for 15 years. So when you go into a recession, rates come down. And the Mortgage Bankers Association of America and the National Association of Realtors, your industry trade group, both feel that we are going to go into a recession in 24 and that rates are going to come down. So what a great time for you listening and watching this to own a home. Do it before the rates go up or down. Do it before home prices continue to go up, and you'll be thanking us. Maybe we'll have you as a guest on our show, smiling because you took our advice and making money. That's a good thing. But if you're in a situation right now where your rent is comparable to what a mortgage payment would be, which is almost everybody in Baltimore, time to buy, folks. Don't time this. You can't time it. It's not possible. Geniuses can't time this. So, common folks certainly can't, right? I'm a common folk. I don't try to time it. I buy a house when it's right for me. I just bought one actually. And I buy one when it's right for me and I can afford it. It's just that simple.
Exactly. Yeah, and with every market, there's always a plus and a minus to every market. So, yeah, trying to time a market is a recipe for disaster. So, with CMG, you guys have two great things that I believe any buyer out there should take advantage of. One is, like you said, the free refinance that CMG offers. Two is a home funded program. What that is we talked about this in previous episodes, where you can create essentially a GoFundMe for buying a home. So you can contribute to it, your friends, your family. You can have a party, bake sale, and say, "Hey, contribute $1, $2, whatever you will, to my home funded page to help
We
me
even
buy a
allow
home."
your enemies to do it.
Yeah, get your
Not just
enemies
friends
to
and
do it.
family. People I hate you can contribute.
Get on your neighbor's nerves and just say, "Hey, I need help. Get me out of here."
Yeah, get me out of here. That's a good idea.
No, I'm kidding with that, but seriously, it is something that is great. And to anybody that's bought a home and try to do it with other people's money that's been given to you, it's not just as easy as, "Hey, here's $3,000, go ahead and put it in." There's a process when someone gives you money that can be a little burdensome. So this makes everything free and clear because it's all going through one source, so that money is able to be used, and there's not a bunch of red tape around it that you
No
may find.
paperwork, no hassle. You're 100% right, Eddie. It's very simple.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, reach out to us. We have a lot of people that have reached out to us and about game plans. And yeah, I mean, this is something that you should set up today. You get an extra couple $100 or an extra $50, throw it in there. And if you're looking to buy a house in the next year, it can add up over time, whatever you're able to do. But that's not what the episode's about today, but I just like to always remind folks about it because it is such a big deal. But that's where the market is today. Appreciate everybody for reaching out. You can reach me 410-588-6536 or Eddie Dowd Real Estate at gmail.com. Brian, how can they reach you?
443-471-8557, or you can feel free to email me, bsacks, SACKS, at cmghomeloans.com.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in and hope to see you guys back next week for our next episode.